The 7 best shows of 2025 so far, including Stephen Graham's record-breaking hit and a BBC triumph. We're at the halfway point of the year, so it's time for us to handpick the very best shows of 2025 so far, and what an impressive selection we had to choose from. Of course we can't include everything, so don't make too much noise if your favorite isn't on the list. Special shoutouts for Borders and Severance's second seasons, and what was a stunning final outing for Andia. This selection is all available to watch now, so you can also take this as your formal recommendation if there are any you've yet to see. Through one-shot storytelling, masterclasses in acting and the introduction of a star in Owen Cooper, Adolescence is British drama at its finest. The show is a conversation starter, a timely exploration of the real-world rise in misogynistic culture, approached through the story of a teenage boy who killed a girl at his school. Stephen Graham's drama has arguably been the most impactful piece of scripted television this year. After its release back in March, the 4-part series dominated national conversation and its momentum saw it topping the UK's weekly TV ratings, making history as the first streaming show ever to do so. And Adolescence now sits as the second most watched English-language show on Netflix ever. We'd already tipped it as being the best new show of 2025 in our 5-star review, where we said, the very best drama has the power to irrevocably move you and spark conversation, and Adolescence does both. Unapologetic in its authenticity, what it feels like for a girl is all the better for not shrinking itself. The BBC's coming-of-age drama is based on the book by Paris Lees, who also created the show, and follows teenager Byron's journey of self-discovery. Byron's group of trans and queer friends, the Fallen Divas, become a chosen family and safe space for her, and what it feels like for a girl perfectly balances LGBTQ+ joy with the struggle for acceptance, and in doing so it's a lesson in resistance and resilience. We named it the show of the summer in our 5-star review, and we think it's one we'll be talking about for a long time to come. A truly gripping watch, from the production company that brought us Adolescence, the BBC's Reunion is a revenge thriller that follows deaf ex-prisoner Daniel Brennan, Matthew Gurney. This impressive drama is told from the perspective of the deaf community, a bilingual series. The story is told through both BSL, British Sign Language, and spoken English. Its outstanding cast also includes Anne-Marie Duff, Rose Ayling-Ellis, and Eddie Marsan. In our 5-star review, we said, while it may have a clear, prevalent and political message, it is, at the end of the day, just an excellent drama told by excellent actors. It doesn't preach but instead moves you in a way that compels you to consider a new perspective. The Last of Us. There was a lot of pressure on HBO's returning post-apocalyptic thriller, such was the rapturous applause to Season 1, but our verdict is that the second season of The Last of Us was just as gripping and special as the first. We still can't talk about the absolute devastation of what occurred in Episode 2, but the show's profound ability to balance between emotion and tension remains intact. As always, it's the human element of the series that's more horrifying and affecting than any mushroom-infested monster could ever be. Oh, and the introduction of Dina, Isabella Merced, has further cemented The Last of Us as a beautifully queer show too. Big Boys. After 3 seasons, Jack Rook's acclaimed coming-of-age sitcom came to an end this year with a bittersweet send-off that lived up to its quality. There's a reason we previously described Big Boys as one of the best and most important British shows of the last decade. The Channel 4 series will have you falling off the sofa laughing, of course, but it's also a powerful exploration of grief and male mental health. It's impossible to press play on Big Boys and not fall in love with its central characters, turning the gay best friend trope on its head. Dylan Llewellyn's Jack is the literal storyteller, and it's his relationship with straight best friend Danny, John Pointing, that proves to be one of his most formative. Hacks. One of the best comedy series out there right now. Yes, we said it, the 4th season of Hacks arrived in April, and gosh, was it good to be back. The critically acclaimed show centers on the relationship between Gene Smart's legendary comedian Deborah Vance and her writer Ava Daniels, Hannah Einbinder, as they do a delicious dance between soulmates and passionate enemies. We've now had word that a fifth season is indeed on the way, with the official announcement promising that Vance will be back with a vengeance, following the events of the latest finale. We'd expect nothing less, and we cannot wait. Get Millie Black. A fresh and exciting addition to the crime genre, we also called it better than Death in Paradise, which many compared it to. Channel 4's new cop drama certainly made an impact when it aired in the UK earlier this year. Set in Kingston, Jamaica, Get Millie Black follows a former Met detective called Millie Black, played by Tamara Lawrence, as she returns to her birthplace. A hunt for a missing girl sees her resume her police career, which in turn takes the viewer on a journey that shines a light on different cultural elements.